What's good, Finn Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason, and happy Thanksgiving to all of my friends south of my border in Canada, all my American friends. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I hope you enjoy your turkey, your stuffing, your cranberry sauce. I know it's controversy about mac and cheese, but your boy messes with mac and cheese heavy. I mean, I'll take it at Thanksgiving. If it's good homemade mac and cheese all day. But I hope y'all enjoy your plates. I hope everyone has a lot to be thankful for, and I hope you're surrounded by the people you're most thankful for in life on this day for you guys, and enjoy the Macy's parade too, Americans. All right. So obviously, this is being recorded on um Wednesday night. Obviously, the Miami Dolphins, they acquired Phillip Lindsay, running back from the Houston Texans, who was basically put on waivers. The Dolphins put in the claim, they acquired him, and on top of that, it came out that the Atlanta Falcons, I believe, put in a claim for him, but obviously we had priority, and it's based off of record, right? So the Dolphins had priority right now. So I wanted to talk about it a little bit. I debated it because I know people they want to hear my thoughts on it overall. I mean, I posted a little tidbit on Twitter, but overall, I really like the move. I like the Duke Johnson signing. Now we're bringing in guys with like legit experience, not Salvin Ahmed. And, I was never a huge Malcolm Brown fan, especially with what we want to do in this offense. The only problem that I have with Lindsay is he's undersized. I mean, no one's going to deny that by any stretch of the imagination. And that doesn't help, when he's 190 pounds, he's not even 200 pounds, he's 5'8". um you know he can go down easily on contact, and surprisingly for a guy his size, he really doesn't offer a huge ton out of the passing game. That's just never really been his forte. I think his season high is like, I think he had 241 yards in his rookie year, and then I know in his second year he had like 196. So yeah, he's not going to offer you a ton out of the backfield. Like, I think he only has 2 career touchdowns, and one of them actually came this year with Houston out of the backfield. So he's not going to offer you a ton out of that. But I think that's more where Gaskin will come into play, and Salvin Ahmed and such. You got to wonder what this also means for Laird. I mean, to be honest with you, Lindsay is the best running back, even with his flaws. Every running back has flaws, but he is the best running back in the room. I mean, this guy, he is, he's really fast. He has pretty good vision. He's a good decision maker in terms of what holes he wants to hit. And I think he's the only player to make the Pro Bowl as a UDFA rookie, if I'm not mistaken. I think he is the only player to do that. And I think clearly this is an upgrade over what we have at our disposal right now. This is the first year he's averaged under 4 yards per carry. I mean, if you go to his rookie year, he averaged like 5.4 yards per carry. He has a career yards per attempt average of 4.6 yards. So, you know, I truly think that now, at least for the rest of the season, once he gets acclimated, we have the lead back that, Gaskin can kind of complement, and I think they can complement each other. And I use that lightly. I think any player will be a lead back depending on how the flow of the game goes, in terms of, if Gaskin gets 6 carries and he's feeling it, keep feeding him the rock. If Lindsay gets it, keep feeding him the rock. If Duke Johnson gets it, all 3 guys have potential in this committee that they're putting together to be a lead back for any given Sunday and in any given game. But I think he is the most talented one. I do like this. I like the claim. I'm not mad at it by any stretch of the imagination. Um, you know, the thing is, remember everyone wanted Kerryon Johnson. Well, this is actually a better claim because now we saw Kerryon Johnson didn't work out, and Phillip Lindsay, um, you know, he's shifty, he's fast, he's agile. I think he has a 4.39 40 time, if I remember correctly. Like he's no slouch. So if we can open some holes, I mean, even for a split second, he's fast enough to hit them. So um, we'll see how it works out. I honestly I like the signing. It's about time they did something with the running back room. We all know they've tried to upgrade, but we all know they failed at upgrading. So, I mean, honestly, I'm a fan of the signing. And it adds another element to this offense where, you know, hey, we got some juice. I mean, you look at this season right now, we're heading into our bye in a couple weeks, and he's only seen 50 rushing attempts this year. So, the legs are still fresh, the body's still somewhat fresh. He obviously wanted out because of usage. And you look at how he was used, you know, with Melvin Gordon in Denver, you know, Gaskin's no Melvin Gordon, but you kind of can get off that same complimentary. Let Gaskin handle some carries and the stuff out of the backfield in terms of the passing game, and let Lindsay. I mean, this could turn into a thing where Gaskin sees 6 to 8 carries, but then he sees maybe 4 to 6 targets out of the backfield, while Lindsay gets 12 to 16 carries himself, and then sprinkling some Duke Johnson in there too. So, you know, I like the fact that they're upgrading the offense. Obviously, we would all like the offensive line, but we've all been screaming for a running back. And, you're especially seeing how this offense has been used. And it's clear as day that they missed out on, not either signing a running back or not drafting a running back, especially when we've got inside the red zone, especially when we get inside the 10-yard line. So, we've been kind of god awful on 3rd and 1. So I know he's not the biggest bruiser body, but because of how quick and how decisive he can be, he can hit those holes and maybe he can get you that 1 yard. But I still do think at the end of the day, I don't think there's anything Lindsay can do. Maybe he comes back in a complimentary cheap role, but I still think in the offseason, we need to upgrade this position. We need that bruising back. We need a 3-down back. We need a legitimate 3-down back that Gaskin or Ahmed or Phillip Lindsay or whoever can complement. And, now we've got a guy who he's not a 3-down back, but, this is a guy who's rushed for 1,000 yards twice in his career, right? 2018, 1,037 yards on 192 attempts. And then he had 224 attempts the year after, and he had 1,011 yards. So he averaged 5.4 yards his first year with 9 touchdowns. And then his second year, 4.5 yards with 7 touchdowns. So, the other good thing too that I gotta be impressed, Phillip Lindsay, we're talking about a guy who has 584 attempts, 2,680 yards, 18 touchdowns, averages 4.6 yards a carry. He's never had one fumble. So we've got a guy, and knock on wood that doesn't turn around now that he's a Dolphin, but we've also got a guy who, like Tua, he's efficient with the football. Now, I know Tua's been having some turnover problems lately, and we all want that cleaned up. But one of the main reasons he was drafted is because he's efficient with the football and he protects the football, right? Like how he did last year when we made that playoff run, or that push that obviously ended in the final week of the season and then lost to Buffalo. But you look at Phillip Lindsay, he protects the football, he's efficient with the football. So he kind of fits the mold of what they want in their backfield when you include the quarterbacks too. So I like the signing. I think it's a good addition, especially as we go into this stretch. He's fresh, and it's not like this is some 38, 39-year-old Adrian Peterson, right? Like we're talking about a guy who's still 27. So, and he doesn't have much wear and tear on the tires this year. So I like the signing. It can't hurt at this point. It's art, you can make the argument, you'd probably be truthful that it's better than what we currently have in the room. And honestly, I like Ahmed. Laird I can do without, but Duke Johnson, Phillip Lindsay, and Myles Gaskin getting the majority of the work out of that backfield moving forward. I kind of quietly like that combination. It's no three-headed monster, that's for sure. But you know, I like it. Maybe it's our three-leaf clover, and it can help, set us over the edge and at least get us to 500. So I like it right now. I like how I'm okay. Obviously, it could be better. Obviously, they could have done better in the offseason in terms of the draft and free agency. But for how it's started to how it's shaping up, I like it. And you got to ask yourself the question, what does this mean for Jared Dokes? Jared Dokes clearly doesn't have the confidence of the staff to get in there. So, and I know all 53 spots are now officially filled up since we added Parks from San Francisco as well. And we signed when we elevated Vince Beagle. So all 53 roster spots are done. So Jared Dokes, it just looks like there's too many guys with experience that have become available lately in terms of Phillip Lindsay and of course Duke Johnson that they prefer going with down the stretch. So we'll see how it works out. But you know what? I'm okay with the backfield. I think this takes the backfield from like a 5 to a solid 6 out of 10 right now. I can deal with it. This doesn't turn us into a Pro Bowl backfield here, but I think this is a committee that can get some production and a little bit more than what we've seen. I mean, you saw how quickly Duke Johnson got integrated into the offense and he was falling forward and he was having positive gains. Phillip Lindsay, hopefully he can be the same. And between him, Gaskin, and the aforementioned Duke Johnson, maybe we can have a competent running game moving forward. And by competent, I mean getting out of the cellar and averaging more than the mid to low 70s per game. And by gone it, maybe we can flirt with 95, 100 by the end of the season. Wouldn't that be awesome? So our run defense has improved. Why can't our run offense? So just got to commit to it as well if these guys get going. But overall, guys, I like the signing. This is a positive thing. Now, if only we can get some help at the offensive line and we'd be really ready to go for this push. But guys, I mean, hey, they answered the call. They gave us the running back, and he's a former Pro Bowler. It might not be who everyone had in mind, but it's definitely an upgrade over what we have. All right, guys, I will see you on Friday night for the preview show where we will preview the game this weekend between obviously your Miami Dolphins and the number one passing defense in the NFL and two of the top edge sack getters in terms of Hassan Reddick and Brian Burns. It's going to be an interesting matchup. And don't you forget, Christian McCaffrey's coming to town. So we'll talk about him too. But I'll see you guys on Friday for the preview show where we go in depth like only we can here on Phinside the NFL and get you ready for the game on Sunday. Like I said, between the Panthers and the Miami Dolphins as we make the push towards 500. All right, guys, I'll see you on Friday. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, stay blessed. And on today, stay thankful. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Fins up all day, every day.